Okay. So I think a lot of people got a misconception on Jesus, and that's why they really people kind of take them as weaker than you actually should look at them. Like, we taught, especially being from the hood, we taught, you look up to the OGs and the gangsters and stuff like that. So you got to remember, Jesus was about as gangster as he get. Like, one, you can't say this man was a frail dude. He was a carpenter from when he was a young teenager. They ain't had no power tools back then. Guarantee Jesus was cock these are strong. These is facts. You ain't got no power tools and you building with hammers and stone and chisels. Like, come on, you know that man was swole. Then two, look at all the times that the Pharisees and the Sadducees rolled up on Jesus, telling him, the Pharisees was they like the referees. You know what I'm saying? They kind of like, hey, because everybody was still on the Torah. The Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible. So that's the law of Moses. So that's what the Pharisees used to check everybody. Hey, you ain't following the law of Moses. But Jesus he came to change the game. That's why it's called New Testament. It's a new contract. That's what. Anyway, so they used to come tell him this ain't how you supposed to do stuff, and they used to bend stuff just to make it they way too. A lot of pastors and stuff still do that. They preach what they want to preach, cause I ain't about to go off on it. But that's how the Pharisees was, you know. So Jesus used to stand right in their face and tell them that, okay, how you looking at this is wrong because of A, B, C. You know what I'm saying? And he never was spooked. Yo, you gotta understand the Pharisees could stone you on sight. They could stone you on sight. Jesus wasn't never scared. He always said he ain't never bite his tongue, nothing. So, I mean, he wasn't by himself, He had the clique. Look who Jesus, that's another point. Look who Jesus ran with. A bunch of fishermen who these days I guess you would consider them nowadays kind of like factory workers because, working at the factory or the plant, something like that. Them like go to get money jobs, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know how those people are. He rode with a tax collector. That was Matthew. Matthew was a tax collector, and this ain't no, hey, you owe the IRS such and such amount of money. Nah, you got to think 40s, 50s, mobster movies. We come knocking on your door. Hey, you need to come up off the issue before we come, take the bread from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and pay. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Peter was a zealot. Zealots was like politicians, but not politicians like you see on TV and stuff nowadays. You ever seen overseas the politicians being Oregon, like in Asia, and they get to fighting and all this stuff? Well, just imagine that times 10. That's what a zealot was. Because they'll just be like, they'll get to a point and be like, no, let's go start a war right now. Because they ain't doing right. We about to go fix this. Like Peter was way about that. Like you knew that by when they came to arrest Jesus, and Peter pulled the iron out and started swinging on folks. Just right then, Jesus had to put old boy ear back on and stuff. But I digress. And then Judas, you know, he was a thief. He was the treasurer. Jesus appointed that man treasurer, knowing he was a thief. But that's a whole nother lesson story, whole different situation. Than what we talking about right now. Um, but and then a lot of people they think Jesus got walked over. Jesus ain't never get walked over. He wasn't no punk. He's not weak. Like when he went in the temple and they was in the temple shooting dice and selling sacrifices for the Lord. Hey, here go these birds right here. You can get the 2 for 1. They end up making deals in the temple. They ain't praising God like they supposed to. They end up trying to get paid. Jesus came in there swinging on folks, flipping tables over about that action. You know what I'm saying? Jesus told the Pharisees know that the temple going the temple was gonna be, what do he say, in ruins. Like, they spent a lot of time building that temple, and the Pharisees are like, oh, that's blasphemy. And you speak anything against their rule, they call that blasphemy, which was punishable by death. Jesus was about that life. You wasn't gonna, ain't nobody spook Jesus, nothing like, and like, he always was in the trap. Jesus always was in the trap. He was always in the hood. Yeah, Jesus went around doing his preachers and stuff, but he was always in, that's where he was at. Look at when he was walking, and Zacchaeus, the little short, he was a tax collector, and he was like the boss of the region. Zacchaeus, he couldn't see him, so he ran to get up in the tree, and Jesus was like, hey, Zacchaeus, called him by his name because he all-knowing, all-powerful, you know what I'm saying? Hey, come down, we about to go to your house, and we about to turn up. Like, that's what Jesus was at. And not because Jesus, you know what I'm saying, wanted to be around sinners. He knew that's who needed the help. Because when somebody see that much light in somebody, it make them want to change. It make them, I gotta do better, you know what I'm saying? And Jesus knew that. People do that. That's why, he want us, he don't want us in places around the same. He wants you out there grinding where you need. He need the light to be shined where it ain't shine. That's what Jesus did. He went and shined the light everywhere. I'm about to get off on something else. But he wasn't no punk out here in these streets. He was in the hood. He was with the thugs. He was with the gangsters. He was with the tax collectors. You look in the Bible, it even say he was hanging with tax collectors and sinners. That show you how bad tax collectors was. They separated it from the sinners. It was that bad in their vision. So, but we just got to stop. We got to put some respect on that man name. We got to stop thinking he need our help. I'm going to go do this, I'm going to help God move faster and stuff like that. No, you got to put some respect on that man name, because obviously he done showed you he about that life. And you don't want to be on the other end of him having to show you he about that life. I done got caught up too many times, sitting there praying about something and trying to do it myself. Like, you got to be quiet and listen. You know what I'm saying? Stop worrying about, well, why is he doing this for these people? Well, what didn't you do that he told? Because the Bible tell you everything that you need to be doing. What didn't you do to make him not give you that blessing yet? There's some stuff blessings I'm still waiting to get. And I know I ain't about to sit here and be like, well, why not, God? I was like, well, let me wait my time, because obviously it's something else I need to be doing right. So, just hopefully somebody that in their mind don't have Jesus in the vision that they should. Hopefully this helps somebody. Me telling it helped me, because it helped remind me, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to go off and go too crazy, but, get off here, because, I just wanted to try to help somebody in case they needed it.